So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to our MotoGP 18 career mode. So here we are then, we're going to be heading into the next round, which is going to be round 5 of this season. This episode is going to be a double header, so 2 races, 2 3-lap races. So I did a poll the other day and it was slightly more on people wanting 2 3-lap races, so I'm going to do that, but every so often I'll throw one longer race in. But we'll just see how it goes. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the series. Let me know down in the comments whereabouts you think I should develop the bike a bit more. So I'm going to go for more stiffness on the frame, so fully upgraded the frame in terms of stiffness, but we'll see what else we can do. So change the race options, qualifying and race 15%, which is 3 laps. So that'll be that. So let's get into the next round, which is actually round 6, I think. Round 5, Mugello. So here we are then, qualifying for Mugello. Let's skip on a little bit and see how we get on then if we do our first flying lap here at Mugello. Hopefully we can do pretty decent in qualifying. In the past, Mugello has been a bit of a tough race, but it's one I've done a lot of miles on, done a lot of practice at this track. It was the first track that I learnt when the game came out, because this is what the Grand Prix was when the game came out. So hopefully we can use that previous experience and get ourselves a decent qualifying here for the home Grand Prix of the Italian team, which we're racing for, Ducati. So let's see if we can get a decent lap here in Q1 then. To come through the third sector then, you can see we're 2 seconds underneath Rinz's time. I imagine everyone else will start to go quicker, but 2 seconds, wow, that is plenty of time for us to get through to Q2, I reckon. So after this lap, just going to finish the session, head into Q2, hopefully, fingers crossed, should be able to, and then we'll get in the race. I mean, it might be a case, again, we might have to up the difficulty to 110%, 2.9 seconds ahead. That is massive, absolutely massive gap. I mean, wow. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do qualifying 2. I'm just going to get straight into the race, because I feel like if we do qualifying 2, we're going to get pole by 2 seconds or a second or something like that, ridiculous. So that's a bit boring. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to up the difficulty next race to 110%, and then eventually we'll hopefully make our way up to the maximum difficulty. But let's get into the start of the race then here for Mugello. So here we are then for the start of this race. What I'm going to do is actually, no, I was going to put the medium tyres on, but we're doing a 3-lap race, so the tyres will be fine here for this 3-lap race. Double soft front and rear. Yeah, we did take on pole position by about a second, so I'm glad I didn't do qualifying. We're going to give ourselves a challenge for this race. Can we go for the middle of the grid all the way up to the front? I mean, we should get a really good start compared to the AI, especially on this Ducati. This Ducati is an absolute monster to start. It's a lovely bike to start off with the grid, and you can see our teammate Dovi in the middle of the grid at the front. He should go all the way to the front off the line, as you can see. Yes, and look at us, and you can see Lorenzo coming through as well. So this Ducati, you can see there Pramac as well, getting a decent start. So we're already up into 4th place. So that is a good solid start from us here, and Dovi knows that the team are going to want to win. Which rider it is, we're going to have to wait and see. Lorenzo's a bit further back, but already we are on the back of Dovizioso. This bike, which we've been upgrading, is absolutely fantastic now. Doing the frame, oh my god, has made this bike such an agile bike. It's so nice. It's such a nice bike to ride. It's got the power, it's got the brakes already. Don't really need to upgrade them. Obviously, I will start to, because more power would just be even better. But this bike, the main weakness of this bike was the agility and the cornering and sort of that aspect of it, rather than straight line speed and braking. It already had a lot of that, so I wanted to focus my development on this, as Marquez trying to cover the inside there. So I wanted to focus that, and so far the start of the season, it's been well worth the investment, because you can see we're already all over the back of Dovizioso. Just got to find a way through on him. I think we're going to have the pace here. Obviously, it's a different type of race if you're doing 3 laps. I prefer the 3-lap races because they're a bit more of a sprint. And MotoGP, obviously, there's no pit stop, stuff like that. So I prefer that. And obviously, you guys prefer the 2-lap races. Maybe that's because I prefer it and I'll make a better video out of it. I don't really know, but we're already under pressure from Marquez. If we get complacent behind Dovi, 1, he could either pull away, and 2, we end up getting a fight with Marquez. He's already nerfed us out there at the final corner. Get back on the power nice and early. Get underneath him. There we go. Slot back through into 2nd place. So now we need to start the hunt for Dovizioso. You can see, like I said, if we got a complacent, something might happen, and we're already over half a second away from Dovizioso. Breaking into turn number 1 then. Very, very deep on the brakes. Might have to start upgrading them so we can break even later, which is where we're going to make up our time. So we're already on the back of Dovizioso, so I think we're going to need to up the difficulty to 110%, to be honest. So next race we're going to go 110%, and we should be able to challenge Dovizioso as we go underneath him there for the lead of this Grand Prix here at Mugello for our team's home track and home Grand Prix. As you can see, Dovi's flying up the inside again. Get back at him. Oh, just gonna try and find a way through on him. Underneath maybe. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause it and try to get a screenshot for the thumbnail as well. Get an action shot. That's the area there, through there, where we lose time to the AI. See Dovizioso pulled out a little bit. If we get a random pause in there, I'm getting the thumbnail. So there you go, the random pause. I mean, it looks like I'm about to fall off here. Looks like I'm about to fall off, but let's see if we get a decent screenshot. You'll see the screenshot in the thumbnail, so let's see if we fall off as we get back into it. Oh, almost fell off. I completely let go of the throttle, and actually that's really compromised us because now Marquez has nerved me out. Oh wow, Marquez has hit the front. Dovi's fallen behind him, I've fallen behind him, so me and Dovi battling through that little corner there, and probably me getting a screenshot through there has compromised us, but we're already on the back of Marquez. I'm going to get him right around the outside there. That Honda does just not have the pace. This Ducati is wow. Is there a replay? Honestly, a replay. Why does the replay take to the start? That is a strange one, that. There's a very strange one. So let's take a replay of that then. As you can see, look at this. We're just minding our own business. The lines cross. Let's get an action replay of that. Look. The lines cross. Our leg comes out. And oh, we were ahead. And Marquez goes down as well. We're down. And that is just not what you want. Marquez is still ahead of us. So what should have been a nice easy win for us has now become 8th place right now. We've got one more lap. Luckily we do have a lot of pace. Dovi sets the fastest lap of the race on that lap, so Dovi's going to look to take the win, but he does have the doctor behind him. He's an Italian, of course. They're going to be looking for a home Grand Prix win, but what are we able to do here? We're a bit of a recovery on this last lap, so we need to push absolutely Marquez it on the last lap, but not fall off. Come on. I'm not sure if the bike's slightly damaged or something. Oh my god, I've absolutely rammed into the back of Marquez and shoved him up the inside of Danilo Petrucci, but I can feel the tyres are starting to go. Oh man, we better beat Marquez. I'm not having that. Slot in. Come on, let's get ahead of him. Where are we going to be able to get him? Underneath him maybe? Round the outside inside line for the next corner. Oh, he's on the better line. I clipped the curb there. It sends us off a little bit. I'm on the curb again and Marquez is through again, but we're underneath him. Oh, that was close there. Maybe up the inside of our teammate. I don't want to be the last Ducati. Oh my god, that is aggressive. That was way too aggressive. Oh my god, over the curb and everything. This is going tits up. We've got Lorenzo. He's going to come surely back up the inside here. You see his arrow and the tyres are not feeling good. We're in 5th place right now. Vinales is next up. Can we get him through this little chicane here? I'm getting so much wheel spin. Oh, over the... Come on, the chicane. Let's go. Oh no, nothing into the final corner. Can't give any more. Maybe the Ducati power will have the edge over the Yamaha as we run to the line. Pick up the slipstream. Are we going to be able to do it? It's a decent run to the line, but it's not going to be enough. We don't have the straight line speed. No. Even with the slipstream, not enough. Not enough with the slipstream. So in the end, we get 5th place after what could have been the win. I mean, we did go fastest by a second compared to Dovi's lap there. And we've now, because of Marquez, or because of us racing incident, whatever you want to classify it, because of that incident, we are now 2 points off of Dovi, and Dovi retakes the lead of the championship. So it's going to be heating up now. We're still not halfway through, but we've got plenty of races left in the season to bring it back. So there we go. There we have it. They're the team championships. Honda ahead of Yamaha. Yeah, I don't know what Yamaha are playing at, to be honest. I mean, they're doing awful. So maybe we're going to need to switch to Yamaha at some point. Will it be this season? Will it be next season? I don't know what's the plan, but Ducati, I want to win the oh, view offers. Here we go. We got one from Repsol, Honda, Ducati and Yamaha, so we go to anywhere we want. And apparently Honda are the best team. Right, okay, I believe that, but I'm gonna stick with Ducati for now, at least for the next part. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start to upgrade the brakes a little bit more. I'm gonna start working on those brakes. So let's get into the next race, which is going to be, so what I've just realised is I've forgotten to put the difficulty up to 110%. You know, classic me rushing in, and I've forgotten to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip qualifying for the first time in this career mode, and we're going to get straight into the race, because I wanted to up the difficulty because I didn't want it just to be too easy. So maybe by starting from the back of the grid, it'll make it a bit more of a challenge. So I do apologise if you want to see the next qualifying session, but my plan was to up it to 110%, so I'm going to do it after this. Up it to 110% for the next episode, and then we can get cracking with the rest of this season. I mean, I wonder what's going to happen when we get up to the highest race difficulty. I don't know, but this bike is absolutely insane. So here we are for the race then. Starting from the back of the grid, you can see Marquez looks to be on pole, doing a good job for Honda. Marquez, Dovi and Zarco, and Rossi's up there. It's your classic front row, really. Zarco and Rossi tend to swap it around on this game, but the AI are very consistent with their pace, and it would be nice to see a few odd results thrown in there. Maybe some wet races would help with that, but we'll see if there's any mods or anything like that out available. I haven't checked in a while, but here we are then for the race at Catalunya. What are we going to be able to do starting from the back of the grid? We've got an absolutely insane start. I mean, this is an awesome start, and the disadvantage about not doing qualifying is you don't get to practice the circuit before you do the race. So first lap is going to be a bit dodgy. As you can see, we're already all over the curb. So finding those braking points, I mean, I think I can remember from previous races. I've done enough seasons now on these games to be able to remember the braking points, surely. But if all else fails, you just follow everyone else's braking points. I mean, we're underneath Zarco already, up to 7th place. So starting from the back of the grid isn't too bad. It's quite fun, but qualifying, if we keep getting really easily on pole, we might have to stop with the qualifying and make it a last to first series at some point. Not this season, but next season maybe I might look to do a last to first season in career mode, and we're already in 5th place. Already up into 5th place, but here's the biggest challenge, catching up to Dovi, because everyone else is on a Dovi's on a completely different level to everyone else. I mean, Dovi's insanely quick. The only one that could beat him is myself and Marquez, but Marquez sometimes he just gets to a track and the Honda doesn't suit it, so it just doesn't work out for him. But in the real season, Dovi isn't doing that good anymore. I mean, he is, but Marquez is just unstoppable. Like, Marquez should be the quickest rider on this game, not Dovi. Maybe at the start of the season, but you know, Marquez is the one that's consistently always there, either winning or there or thereabouts. So lap number 1's done. We're already in 4th place, and I think, oh my god, look how late we're on the brakes here. That was way too late into turn number 1. Petrucci's back through, yeah, because you can see, braked earlier, got the better run, and he's back ahead of us. So we've got 2 laps to go then in this race. What can we do here? We're in 4th place, set up nicely, set up really nicely actually, to try and get a win, if not a podium. I mean, we're trying to get through on Petrucci, but he's just so good on that Pramac. Obviously, Petrucci moving to the full factory bike next season, so I have to wait and see what happens with that. For now, we're trying to get through on Marquez, who's looking to be, he looks to me to be able to get past Dovi here. He looks like he's all over the back of him. He's holding something back, but we've got Tronin around the outside there. Not exactly going to do it, but we managed to flip it to the inside. Well, how did we do that? I didn't mean to do that. The bike just turned in and went, and it just gripped. It just gripped, and we managed to get underneath of him. So we've got to now watch out for Marquez. As you can see, he's right there. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. He's there. That arrow showing me where he is. And I can hear him as well. Not only that, I can hear him in my ear. We get a bit out wide at turn 12. That's going to compromise our run into turn 13 as we get out wide there. Oh, Marquez is going to be right there, as we've got to watch out in the final corner here at Catalonia. One more lap to go, but I think we're going to be able to get the win from Dovi here. I'm feeling confident. We've been gaining. I mean, Dovi 38.3, we do 37.7, so definitely going to look up the difficulty. Oh my god, we broke really late into turn 1. Way too late. Get it stopped. Compromise our run, but we're still with Dovi there. Didn't lose too much time actually, so pleased about that. Just it's going to compromise our run around this long right-hander. Come on. Let's go. Break in just before the DHL board. Tip the bike in into turn 4. Now, if Marquez interferes with us right now, Dovi's gone and Dovi's won. But if Marquez just stays behind me, maybe he can follow me through on Dovi. But he isn't going to be thinking about that. Right now, he's going to be thinking, right, I need that second place off of me. Oh, going to come at the inside of Dovi there. Contact. Ugh, get away with it. Compromise line. But again, we get away with it. I mean, who's this behind us now? It's Dovi still. Oh, there's Dovi. He's going to get a run on us. I'm going to outbrake him up the inside, though. Hopefully, as we get over the curb, and Marquez is there as well. So all this battling is going to allow Petrucci to catch back up as well. So if we're not careful, if I get out wide again, come on, pull the bike down. That corner there is where the bike struggles, or where I struggle with this bike. Come around the penultimate corner though. Come on, we need to take the win. Got to get back the lead in the championship. I think we'll be able to take the lead of the championship again if we win this race. Come on. Oh no, out wide. Get off the AstroTurf. Dovi's there behind us, but we've got a bit of a gap now. And Marquez in third place. So a decent result then. A bit of recovery after the previous race. So obviously we did make contact with Marquez and went down, but this should allow us to retake the lead. Indeed it does. 3 points ahead of Dovizioso. So in the next episode I am going to look to up the difficulty. So here's all the team and constructors rankings. Yamaha still slightly behind Honda in the championship, but Pedrosa isn't doing that good compared to Marquez, so it might give Yamaha a chance, but we'll have to wait and see what happens going forward. Here we go. Congratulations, overtake specialist. Nice. So here we are celebrating our win here to get back on top in the championship. It's going to be a close one with Dovi. It is the rivalry of this career mode, myself and Dovi. Big rivalry, but for now, if you did enjoy, remember to give the video a like and let me know in the comments what you thought. So make sure you do subscribe for more MotoGP and F1 content. So we'll see you in the next one.